They believe even a quick glimpse of the creamscape is worth whatever happens to them.
Well, I'm pretty happy with reality as is, thanks. But speaking of, what about those of us who aren't part of this dairy cult? How do we know if we've encountered the Milky Man? Any warning signs?
That's a good question. It seems his influence can be subtle, everyday things that suddenly seem weird. Some people report seeing his face in their coffee foam or in the shadows from streetlights. Others feel uneasy in the dairy aisle, like something's watching them.
So he's like the dairy boogeyman, lurking in the shadows, waiting to mess with our minds. It's like a psychological thriller. Any more specific examples?
Oh yeah, some truly creepy stories. People seeing his ghostly form on their stairs at night with this creepy grin on his melting face. Others hear his voice from inside their fridge, telling them to eat more cheese. It's almost like he's testing the boundaries between our reality and his, looking for weaknesses, people he can influence.
Okay, I'm definitely sleeping with the lights on tonight, but this raises a big question. Is the Milky Man good or evil? Or is he something else, something we can't categorize? I mean, he does creepy things, but he also seems driven by this loneliness, this need to connect. It's almost sympathetic in a weird way.
That's the mystery, right? The sources don't give a straight answer. Some say he's a trickster deity, messing things up for fun. Others say he's a sign of the end of the world as we know it.
Uh,
And then there are the disciples who see him as a savior, offering a path to a better existence, even if it's paved with cheese.
so he's a cosmic wild card with a dairy fetish. A lot to process. But what does it all mean for us normal folks? Should we be stocking up on cheese or boarding up our fridges?
I think the takeaway here is that the Milky Man represents the unexpected, the stuff we don't understand. He reminds us that reality might be more fragile than we think, and that even ordinary things, like milk or cheese, can have hidden depths, unsettling possibilities.
He reminds us that the universe is full of mysteries, and some of them might be hiding in our fridge. Speaking of mysteries, we've only just scratched the surface of the Milky Man.
There's so much more to explore. The Rhine's return prophecy, the disciples' beliefs and practices, and maybe most importantly, what it all means for humanity.
Right, we've got a lot more ground to cover. And I have a feeling it's going to get even weirder. So we're back, and I'm still trying to process this whole cult thing. These people see the Milky Man not as some creepy, reality-bending weirdo, but as a god. It's kind of hard to wrap my head around that.
Yeah, it really shows how people look for meaning, even in the strangest places. To the disciples, the Milky Man is powerful, a connection to something bigger than themselves. It gives them comfort.